How's it going, everybody? ZoinkMeister Patrick here, joined in this video by ZoinkMeister Adam. This commentary is being done in post, just to inform you really quickly what this video is about. For any of you who didn't follow our Resident Evil 5 series, there were 5 episodes out of that 18-part series where we asked a special question that I had written down beforehand for ourselves to answer. They were fun little quirky questions, and I wanted to be able to share that outside of the series for anyone who decided not to follow that whole thing, as they were just little extra bits we tacked on to the end of episodes. So this podcast episode will be a compilation of all of those little mini-casts, or at least how we used to do those mini-casts, because instead they were there at the Resident Evil episodes. I hope you guys enjoy. They have no context to Resident Evil, so if you didn't watch that series, then it does not matter. It has nothing to do with what we're talking about. So again, remember that all of this audio will be spanning 5 separate episodes, and so they'll just be cutting between all of them. Whenever one ends, the next one will pick right up. Here we are, starting with the end of Resident Evil Episode 9. I hope you guys enjoy. Oh, I'm stretching.
Well, yeah. Thanks for watching this video.
Yeah, thanks.
You felt
really
this
good for
this
me.
video was played literally, this was recorded immediately after the last game was recorded.
Yeah. How was that for you?
So I was gonna say it's like, whatever, just ain't nothing but something to do, homie. But I was gonna say that in terms of asking what we're doing.
Yeah, let's ask a new question. Hold up.
Yeah.
Cut real quick. We'll find a question. Where's my phone?
I mean, we don't have to find a question. I mean, unless do you have pre-recorded questions?
No, I have some super short questions, I think.
Okay.
Let me see real quick.
What's your shoe size, and how often do you urinate outside the tub?
A lot of the time.
I know, mine's at least 100%. Like at least 100.
Let me just real quick see if I can find a.
I was talking in the hopes that you wouldn't cut it out, because I'm gonna keep talking through this while you review your thing. But how often?
What's the weirdest game you've played?
What is the weirdest game I've played?
Yeah.
The weirdest game I have ever played. It's called, and I've platinumed this game too, because I've mentioned it before on the channel, and there was even a live stream that I played and then was erased way back before this game was, this channel got as, it's not big still, but bigger than it is now.
Yeah.
And it's called Senran Kagura Peach Beach Splash for the PlayStation 4. I bought the special no shirt, no shoes, all service edition that was ran for a limited time in the North America, mostly for collective purposes, and then ended up playing it, and I thought, oh man, if I get this platinum, not that many people are going to have this platinum, right? Because it's already an obscure game, so I ended up platinuming it, and it was the worst 40 hours of my life.
That's not 40 hours, that's a lot. Wow. For a terrible game. But the weirdest game I've ever played.
Wait, before you get on, I didn't describe what it was. It is a third-person shooter where you play as bikini-clad ninja high school girls. And in order to finish someone off, you have to blow off their bra and or panties with several classes of water.
Okay, hold up.
Pretty weird
The phrase
game.
that you said until you finished the sentence was, in order to finish people off, you have to blow. And I was like, Adam, you'd better finish that sentence correctly.
You have to blow off their bikini tops and or bottoms with your 5 classes of choosable water guns you can use.
That does not sound
that's how you get the quote unquote kill.
If anyone doesn't know, Senran Kagura is actually a series of video games where you play as ninja girls, and they're generally fighting games, usually more in the style of either arena fighters or the classic Warriors styles game. But the Peach Beach Splash was unique in that it was a
third-person water shooter.
Right.
Hilariously, it was a game franchise first, and then became an anime later down the line. Anime's not that half bad.
Oh, okay.
Animation quality is pretty good.
Probably never going to try to watch
the creator of the series, because I think the first game was on 3DS, he literally said, and I quote, I made this game because there wasn't a game that had big enough boobs or something like that. And that was the legitimate quote to why he made this game franchise.
I feel that. Weirdest game I've ever played was a game where 4 snowmen cut out snowmen. This was an Xbox indie game. They had the indie, anyone who doesn't know, indie games on Xbox were these $1 games that were probably mostly really bad. But this one in particular was 4 snowmen who would slowly come closer to the screen. And they were clearly cardboard cutout snowmen, whatever, on a rail. And you could see the rail on the ground, and you could see the snowman. And each of the snowmen had one of the 4 face buttons on them. And whenever you pressed that face button, the snowman would reset to the beginning of the track.
It's just that simple.
And that was the entire game.
That was your weirdest game?
Yes. That was so weird. When you open up a game and the entire game is 4 snowmen that come towards you, and you just press one of the buttons on their chests and they reset at the beginning of the track.
Yeah, I guess.
That's it. That was the entirety of the game.
We got to get you to play some weirder games.
It cost $1.
Haven't you? You've never played Doki Doki Literature Club?
No, I haven't played it, but I'm aware of it.
Okay.
Nope. I think that'll forever take my spot as the weirdest thing that ever happened to me was like, hey, I'm going to try this game. And then that happened.
We'll see about that.
It was weird. But yeah, with that, we'll see you guys in another episode.
Yeah, thanks for watching. Like the video if you liked the video. Comment down below so we can get back to you. Hit the subscribe button if you want to see more of us. Hit the bell if you want to consistently see how we smell.
You can't smell us, though.
I mean,
not yet.
I can describe. Yeah, you never know. You never know. Technology can be so good, but by the time this video comes out, they can retroactively.
Spoiler alert. It's lavender.
I hope that came out well.
Lilac. Okay. Yeah. Don't use enough violence to solve your problems. We live in a society where you don't have to. I was just saying that when people say that, it technically isn't true. You can always solve it with enough violence. In fact, you can say
We've just all decided not to do that.
Yeah. In fact, once you've done your handiwork and like, let's say you like did something horrible and like, you're like, okay, so my problem now is that they're going to catch me and send me to jail. So I could like end it all. And that's still technically violence. So it's like, yeah, you could end it with enough violence. Eventually it'll stop being a problem, right?
Yeah.
So was the point of my story. But yeah, don't be a bad person.
Question of the video. I don't think we said at the end of the previous video to answer for yourself, but all of these questions at the end of the Resident Evil videos now, we ask you to also ask for yourself.
And comment them.
Yeah. The question of this video is, what is your favorite weapon in any video game specifically? Like, what is your favorite single weapon from a video game?
Single weapon from a video game. That is very difficult. Can you off the top of your head think of it while I think of mine?
Yes. My favorite weapon from any video game that I've ever played, and I love it so much still to this day, is the Scarab Gun from Halo 2.
Halo 2.
I have never seen, if you look at any like top 10 weapons in video games list on Watch Legend, you never see the Scarab Gun anywhere. I don't know why anyone talks. You can even see like, I've even looked up like specifically like top 10 like glitch guns or whatever. Like
it's not like official, right? I mean, glitch gun I guess makes sense, but it's like not official. It's like hidden. You have to you have to steal a Banshee on the outskirts level.
Yeah, no one
fly
ever
it up
talks
to the
about
top of a bridge, get off, and there's gonna be a
awesome gun.
There's gonna be a plasma rifle there that looks like any other plasma rifle.
Right, except for that it's floating in midair and above like a caution thing on the floor.
Yeah, and if
you
ready,
pick it up,
it's stinky.
Is it in the remaster? Have you like?
I haven't.
I really want to see if it's there. Because I love the Scarab Gun. It is absolutely easily my favorite gun in any video game. And you can use it for an entire level, and that's it. And it's super difficult to get, and you can only use it for like half a level. But I love it.
I want to say my favorite weapon is the Barrett 50 cal knockoff that I can't remember the name of because it's a bunch of letters.
Oh, the M2A from
Metal Gear Solid 4.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. The anti-material rifle?
Yeah, it's called the anti-material rifle.
Yeah,
it can like kill bosses in like 4 shots. It is a very effective rifle. It is insanely strong. It's like scope is well handled where like the beginning of it isn't like a super scope. It's like modest, so it's not too far, but it can zoom super far out.
M82A2.
There we go. That thing is ridiculous. It's literally called an anti-material rifle. And like at one point it shows Johnny use it.
And it's a real life gun. You can look it up. It's kind of a cool looking gun.
Yeah, at the very end, Johnny uses it and he holds it straight up like some people do with like shotguns like in movies to look really cool. And that thing is like super tall. It's like going all the way up. Anyways, it's not the strongest thing in the world. And like, I mean, there's like lightsabers and stuff. But like as far as like fictional, I guess, projectile weaponry goes, I really like that one.
Did I say weapons or I meant gun, but
I think you said gun. But I mean like, there's like better, stronger guns like the Scarab Gun.
No,
like
I said favorite weapon in a game.
Oh.
Interesting. I meant gun. But
well, we said guns.
Yeah, so there you go. But anyone answering this at home, I guess if you have I don't know. I mean, like lightsaber should count. It has to be from a video, or it doesn't have to be from a video game, I guess, because Adam said the real life sniper rifle. So there's that.
Yeah.
But I guess maybe it doesn't even have to be a gun. Maybe if you like, I mean, I don't know. If your favorite weapon from a video game is the lightsaber from Fallen Order, I guess good on you. But
honestly, the lightsaber from Fallen Order isn't my favorite lightsaber because it's not an insta-kill.
I really like it because it can split and be a double lightsaber. And I'm a big fan of those types of light. And it can be yellow. And so there's a lot of things about it I like.
Yeah, I guess.
So are we doing the famous end of the show question?
Yes, we'll do an end of the show question as prophesized by the Zoink gods.
Zoink gods.
The Zoink gods.
They're coming to you.
They're cruel, wicked gods. smite you if you don't. I don't know. Slam that subscribe button.
Questions. Yeah.
I don't know. I'm trying to like.
Shoot.
We want more subscriptions, but we don't want to be dirty about it.
Like, I mean, I've gotten pretty dirty.
I mean, you're a dirty little pig in the mud. 3 little pigs ain't got.
I guess. Okay, we have Dream Hardware mods here. Does that sound short?
When you say when you say hardware mods, can you please be more?
I wish I could, but it
explore?
literally just says Dream Hardware Mods. It's not even a question mark. I'm pretty sure this is one of yours.
Dream hardware mods.
Yeah, because mine tend to have question marks after them. So.
Okay, so hardware, I'm assuming that either means PC or console because PC already has all kinds of parts.
I imagine it's console
So,
was probably your original intention at the time that you wrote that.
Yeah, okay, so Dream console mods.
Hardware mods.
And they're specifically hardware.
Yeah.
Okay, so in the upcoming PS5,
Okay.
some executives of Sony have revealed that there will be special editions for everybody. So people have gotten to think that those big giant white panels
Yeah.
are possibly removable
Ooh.
or will look cool, or like they're doing like variable different colors.
Yeah.
So
that would be cool.
yeah, I guess my dream mod. That was just an example. That wasn't like a forewarning of my dream mod. My dream mod is if I guess if there was a separate drive that could be bought that plugs into your current console, which allows backwards compatibility.
Oh, interesting.
So like, yeah, if there was a small drive that you could buy and then like there was like a software update or something, and it's like, oh yeah, you plug it into the front two USB ports on the PS4 and it like has PS3, like basic emulation
Yeah.
or like the chipset, and then it runs it passes through that, then passes to the console.
Yeah.
And
that'd
plays
be
it. Yeah,
interesting.
that'd be my dream mod. And like I'd want that across multiple consoles, of course. But
Yeah. For a long time, I guess it used to be having the option. I guess it still is. I'd like the option to have paddles on the back. Because my Elite controller has that option.
why don't you buy the? Well, I mean, it's too late now because the PS5 is coming.
Right. That's what, for the PlayStation 5. I'd like if they release the paddle upgrade like earlier in the life cycle, I guess.
Yeah.
That would be a nice dream mod for me.
I'm assuming it's gonna. Have we seen the back of the PS5 controller? I don't know if we have,
We've seen the like trigger side back.
but we haven't actually seen
I don't
the back.
think. Yeah, I don't think we've seen the like
because
back
they
back.
released it like literally in the last year. I mean, it's kind of weird. I thought
Yeah.
they were doing that because the PS5 would have triggers.
Yeah, I don't know. It might just be that they're planning on releasing that update for the PlayStation 5 as well.
Possibly.
But that's a pretty fun mod, I think, as far as PlayStation goes. And then, yeah, on the Xbox, you can just get the Elite controllers, basically the same idea.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, having the, like, personalizable panels, that would probably be a cool idea. I mean, there's stuff like, you can get stickers. Like my Xbox 360, I have, like, a console sticker for it.
A wrap. He means like a
Wrap,
like a
yeah.
shell wrap. Yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, with something like that, that might be pretty easy. There's just two massive sidewalls that you could put it on. And the white works, I think, I don't know. I think it looks better
See,
than
I wish the pole. I wish it wasn't a sticker. I wish the plates came off. Like the front plate comes off. And
right.
It's interchangeable.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
If you could do that with the entirety of the console, that would be spectacular. The PS4 actually, the hard drive plate comes off.
Yeah.
And you could buy alternates online, but they're not official. They're not like
Right.
official side plates.
Well, even like unofficial stuff. That's what I'm saying. Like a wrap is, I don't know.
Yeah, wrap is unofficial.
I feel
but
like it's gonna be like, yeah. I guess what I'm saying is I feel like this console is gonna be easier to wrap than some previous consoles if you're into that sort of thing.
Yes.
And then alternatively, if they actually gave you the option of like taking those things off, that would be pretty
Yeah,
cool.
I
as
wish
well.
every single plate was removable on a console.
Yeah.
So like you could, if you wanted to be like really like loud about it, you can have like a rainbow PS5 if you were dirty
you could
like
stick
that.
like exhaust pipes.
yeah. Like, I mean, that'd be interesting, right?
Yeah.
I mean, essentially, like, I'm surprised they didn't try to be like, here's the PS5, it's all digital, but you can like buy this separate stand that doubles.
Oh, interesting.
Because I mean, that's what the
Yeah.
Switch is, right?
Yeah, yeah.
It's like, oh yeah, it's a portable console, but if the stand makes it a console. Like,
right.
So it's like, oh yeah, the PS5 is this great tube thing, but if it sits in this stand, it like has weird USB feed or whatever, and it like
Yeah.
USB-C port will like make the disk drive work 1-to-1, which is how I would have done it if I
I guess
was in their shoes.
my other dream hardware mod is a wire that works with your console. You can just like
Yeah, Xbox has that.
yeah.
Xbox has that.
Xbox has that.
What he's talking about specifically is that the PS4 charge cable is just a charge
It's
cable.
just, it does nothing.
So yeah, it doesn't actually connect. Like when you plug in an Xbox controller into a Xbox or PC, it will take over command. Like it'll
Yeah.
be like the higher priority and will
Right.
receive it
You, like-
as a hard line.
yeah, yeah. You give the information through the cable.
Yeah, no, the
Whereas on the
PS4 is
PlayStation-
exclusively Bluetooth 2.4 gigahertz. So
which
it's
is
like,
insane.
yeah,
It does. Yeah. So there's that. Yeah, that would be a nice little change of pace. But that's again. So yeah, I think that's it. Otherwise, like definitely, I want the ability to upgrade the hard drive. I'm sure that'll be coming.
I mean, it is coming, right? They have interchangeable mini
Yeah,
SSD
right.
memory cards.
Yeah, I think that's a nice idea. Stuff like that. I think.
I guess I wish maybe if there was a graphics card slot, or like you pressed a button, like
Oh, interesting. Yeah.
Like, you know how like the Xbox 360 had the removable hard drive on top?
Yeah.
Like that, but
definitely.
for GPUs.
Interesting. Yeah.
Where it'd be like, oh yeah, instead of doing the half cycle upgrade to PS4 Pro,
Yeah.
we could save a lot of money by just including like the newest, we had AMD make a proprietary
Yeah.
PS5 or Xbox Series X upgrade, which makes it so that you won't be super far behind.
Yeah, having the switchable hard drives though, that'll be nice if that becomes like.
Yeah.
I mean, it basically is.
You're gonna have your dedicated, and then because I actually in my PC setup, I specifically keep all my ZoinkMeister stuff on an external 5 terabyte.
Yeah, mine's internal, but it's also all my final videos do go on a separate 8 gigabyte internal hard drive.
8 terabyte?
I think so. Yeah, 8 terabyte.
Yeah, you said 8 gigabyte.
Sorry, 8 terabyte. Yes.
Yeah. So I mean, I did it on external, so I could like keep my Zoink collection around if I need to come over and be like, oh yeah.
I mean, I could just like unplug it, but yeah, I guess you don't have any way of plugging it into yours. So
yeah, I also only have 2 slots.
Oh,
I have 2 hard drive slots, and then I think 4 SSD slots.
I have 5 hard drives.
In my case, yeah. So
anyway,
I don't know if my case is forward thinking, or it's like, oh yeah, who uses HDD? You only have 1, or you should only have 2, and then the rest should be S. Yeah, because I have like 2 Mark II ports, and then like I think like 4 SSDs, and then like just the 2.
I mean, it's good for like stuff that I use it for, which is I don't need it to be fast. I just like keep long-term storage and stuff. But like you said, you can just do that externally and it works.
Yeah.
So anyway, tell us in the comments below what your dream hardware mod is for consoles. Is I think the point of this question.
Yeah.
Or even just having a console in general if you don't have one, I guess. My dream hardware mod is to get a console.
Yeah, it's just that simple.
Well, then.
So yeah, let's do our usual send-off question.
Yeah, so
do you have a new one?
Today we have
Yep, that's what we have. All right.
I guess
so
what were some of the first non-mainstream games you played?
Non-mainstream. Okay.
Like I guess I don't know. That's what the question. I'm guessing that means like not AAA even maybe.
Maybe just like not well known.
Yeah. What are some of the first like I guess at what point did you move from playing video games like most people do to playing the like niche video games that we found ourselves in sometimes?
The first time I ever platinumed Senran Kagura Peach Beach Splash was almost euphoric. No. Give me a second to think if you have a clear-cut answer.
Let me see. The first time I started playing was probably after I got my 360. One of the first games I played was I made a game with zombies in it, which was an indie game for the Xbox 360. And I had a lot of fun with that game. And then from there, I think I started looking at other smaller titles. And so I got things like Braid, which is, I mean, it's mainstream for indie, but it's like, I feel like that kind of started it, where then I eventually, got into games like, I always had games like Indiana Jones and the Emperor's Tomb, and I had Star Wars Episode 3, the video game, which I feel like that's not super like niche. I played, I remember playing like Grow Home and Grow Up were kind of early titles that I loved, or even Contrast and Octodad for the PlayStation 4. But I don't know. I think at that point I was already deep. Oh yeah, probably even like Plants vs. Zombies Garden Warfare was kind of one of the first like times I stepped out and was like, maybe something like other than Call of Duty can make for a fun shooter. But yeah, I'd say some of those I think were my earlier like strange games, and then I started just slowly getting into like the indie sort of style. I don't know. I just wanted games to be creative. I don't know if there was many like AA. I guess I had like Just Cause, 2, but like I think that's really popular. But yeah, I remember. Oh, like Lord of the Rings Conquest. That's probably not very well known. Stuff like that.
Yeah, I was going to say, for me, I want to say I was running out of content for the channel way back when it was a more just me thing.
Okay.
And I was like, oh man, I need like a quick game I could download and like that can like cover an episode or whatever, or when we were like separated.
Yeah.
Stuff like that. And I was like, oh yeah, like, you know what? I'll get Cluster Trucks or a Hotiful Boyfriend, stuff like that.
Crazy, yeah.
Or, yeah, it was just filler. But I didn't really start jumping into it until I started doing this thing where on my days off, I buy 3 used games a week.
Okay.
For like usually like $5 each from like local. I hate when people say brick and mortar stores like that.
Okay.
Because it's dumb. It's like it's just a store.
Right.
Like don't say it like that. Like it's not that online stores are the weird one. They're not.
Yeah.
They're not the usual. It's not weird that a physical location exists. So yeah, I go into like used game stores, retro stores, And there's like two right next to each other at these two intersections in whatever city we live in, whatever state we live in, whatever country we live on, whatever continent we live on, whatever planet we live.
We got it.
In whatever dimension we exist in. And so I'd like go to that like one store and I'd be like, oh, cool, I got like 2 games here or whatever. Or it was like I go to the next door, like 4 stores, whatever X amount of space they are. And I'd be like, yeah, I'll pick up this one or this one too. And then I'd be like, well, I always pick up at least 3. That's my rule. So it's like sometimes it's like, oh, cool. It's like Crysis 2 for the PS3.
Yeah.
And is that Halo Wars for for the 360?
Oh.
And it's like, oh, I have to get one more game. I'll look around and I'm like, what is this? And it's like I'll look in the bin and I'll be like, yeah, I've never played, this
Well,
game.
yeah, I guess, for me, part of probably what got me into it was playing demos. I mean, I've downloaded so many demos that, I feel like at some point I was like, wow, there's like a lot of fun games out there that are not necessarily something I've heard of before, where, just playing through demos and just like, wow, there's so many crazy concepts you could go with games. And I think, from there, some of those demos I turned into like me actually buying games. And then, a lot of those games are just like these random things that I only found because I tried the crazy demo for them.
Yeah.
So,
Bangayo.
makes sense. That's crazy. Well, please tell us in the comments down below if you've ever stepped off of the mainstream into the more indie or out of the way. Not necessarily indie, like I said, like I'd even count Grow Home and Grow Up. I think people know about those.
I mean, Celeste is like a legendary indie game, right?
Right. That's the thing. It's like, I wouldn't count Celeste, but I would count like Gravity Rush, right? Like Gravity Rush is like a AA title, but like if you've played Gravity Rush, you're definitely not like on the mainstream of like video games.
Yeah, of course.
Or even like Bayonetta, maybe. That's like,
no, Bayonetta is way mainstream.
Yeah. But even Nier. If you played the original Nier, not like
it's
Automata.
Like if you play like Street Fighter, but like you've never played Tatsunoko versus Capcom 2 or SNK, that's like,
right.
Those are like out of the way.
Right. Like, it doesn't have to be like super like niche indie in order to be like not mainstream. So, I even played Never Dead, which I think most people know about.
It's a universally panned game. I didn't know that.
Nobody
for like a long time because he showed me the game first, like years before. I haven't heard anything about it, and it's like unanimously as like 4s and 5s out of 10s.
Yeah, people really don't like it.
I'm like, Jesus.
I don't think it's that bad. I mean, I don't think you'd like it, but it's not like, I don't know.
It's not deserving of a 4 or 5.
Yeah, maybe it is.
Yeah, it's that.
I enjoy it. I'd probably give it like a 6 if we're using that scale. If I'm being like honest with like, it's not a great game. But I thought it was really fun. It did a lot of things really interestingly. It's just, it had a lot of problems for sure. And a lot of people I think just didn't like the main characters. That's like, I think a lot of why they didn't like it is they just didn't like seeing them interact, which is how I feel about Last of Us. But I didn't have that problem. I actually really enjoyed the main characters and how they interacted. They're like very like cliche and like a little scummy, whatever.
Yeah,
but
I remember it was like very scummy.
They're
very aware that you can roll around as just a head and stuff.
Yeah. So I was like, I don't know, I was kind of a fan of the like scumbag of it, but because they like really like go deep into that. they reach in deep and sink their little fingers into the scumbaggery and pull out whatever they manage to find. So yeah.
Yes.
Let us know.
Well, I guess a secondary question would be like too long for this as well.
Yeah, unless we made it something really short. Like, do you have a favorite like real world gun in history?
In history?
Yeah, like real world actual historical gun.
Not that I have a favorite, just ones I've been like I've used myself, but not a favorite. Like I haven't like tried enough to be like,
my favorite.
this is my
I mean,
favorite.
yeah, not like for use, but like stylistically or whatever. Like you're like that G11 with its boxy appearance.
Yeah.
The P90 with its left and right.
I do like ambidextrous.
Yeah, ambidextrous.
I do like the P90, but I really don't know.
Okay, my favorite gun. I've never used one, but it's my favorite gun. Like design wise, is the Mauser, the German.
With
machine
the slim,
pistol.
yeah,
I love the design of the Mauser. I think it looks so cool. It's like front loaded, like clip, whatever.
Yeah.
Ugh, it like carries like 10 bullets or something, and it has a machine gun mode for some reason. It's like that's everything I could ask for out of a gun. Yeah. There's also the like, what are they? G18s, the like more modernistic machine pistols.
Yeah.
With the like extended clip. I think those look cool. I like them. I never liked Uzis. I was never much of an Uzi fan. Like design wise, I always thought they looked kind of like chunky.
Yeah, Uzi Mac 10's very chunky boys.
But I love those like the G18s, whatever. That's There's also the I guess you said your favorite gun from Metal Gear was that the M18A 11 or whatever it's called.
Anti-material rifle.
Yeah, that's a real gun.
Yeah,
that one's cool. Anyway, there you go.
This episode.
Quick question that took very little time.
Remember to like and comment so we can get back to you.
Tell us what your favorite historical gun is if you have one.
Of course.
Just even design wise. We're not saying like to fire necessarily, Whatever. I mean, if you
anyone
have a favorite
necessarily.
to fire, then like go for it.
Yeah.
But yeah, like, I was thinking about this. You can, so like, subscribe for yourself if that's what you want. Like and dislike is for YouTube, so they know how you felt about the video, and comment for us so that we can see who's watching and how you felt.
Everybody wins.
Yeah, and so that's kind of what each thing does. If anyone's ever confused about that.
You could take the adverse way of doing it, where Linus Tech Tips, they say, if you didn't like the video, then tell us. But if you did, hit the like button. It's like, okay, reverse psychology.
Yeah. No, we always love to hear from you.
Inertia is a property of matter. Yes.
Inertia is a property of matter. Anyone else watch
Bill
Nye?
Bill.
Science guy. He's still kicking, but he's not making that show. I don't know if they still show that at school, but that was a fun show. All right, we shouldn't take too long, so we're gonna say bye bye.
Thank you. You've been great.
Bye bye.
It's been the ZoinkMeister's. Zoink out.
Yeah, Zoink out.